16 of the NFL. And we'll be watching the Browns' electric quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. 2nd and 3 now. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's dropping back to throw. Has it down close. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Hang on. We've got a challenge flag out there. The Browns disagreeing with that last call. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge. And he gets in, touchdown! The Browns parlay the interception into points. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Ready to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play fake, Jackson. Big gain downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. From the gun, Jackson. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 2nd and long. Here's Henry on the option. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Got him 5 yards back, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He was looking for Zay Flowers. And that brings up 4th and long. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
The Browns and their running back about to get back to work. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to the well again. And not much going there. Short run only reaches the 10. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. And that's going to bring up third and very long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at fourth down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid. Defensively, they want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Another run for Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They put Flowers in motion right.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Running it after the penalty. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 yards on the run. Still ground to make up, though, as they face 2nd and 13.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jackson now on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it on second and short. They run again with Wright. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needed a little help to get picked up off the grass. I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Browns are lining up to punt. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down. Gets far. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They send a man in motion. Second and 10 now. Connects with Bateman. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. Lamar off the play fake. Finding Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hello?
All right, here we go. Second down. Tight end motioning right. Here's second and 11. Complete Derrick Henry. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Making a stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Throw on third down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the... What a hit! And the ball's loose! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Tight end in motion left. Now Jackson on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Jackson off the play action. Has it at the 7. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run with Henry. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with them in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Lone back gets the handoff. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Browns with the football. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now on 2nd and 10. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
To the air, 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This from 48 on the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. That finds Vele complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Browns pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Browns taking the field. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And 4th and 4 coming up. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This offense getting to take the field one more time in the half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. All right, no more excitement here in this first half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Evans now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 31. He just throws this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's got time here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. The Browns are lined up to punt. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Lamar now from the gun. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Setting up a throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're
biased. But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. A give right side to Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Man in motion here. Play fake. Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pistol snap to Jackson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And this return will reach the end zone for a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the turnover into a lead. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's Henry on the carry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one. You can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Slot man in motion right. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1st down now. Ball at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And we always hear running backs say one fumble is too many for a game. Well, he's lost one now. The low point in a game that's had a lot of struggles for him on the ground. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 22 on 2nd down. He's got a man left. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that was his 50th catch of the season. Pretty good total and a sign of just how valued he is as a part of this passing game. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Throwing on third down. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Cleveland. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Right, ready to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They gave to the fullback on the draw. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. First throw for the backup now. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's Henry on the option. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. 2nd and 13. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Critics could always attribute one interception to a lucky break or right place, right time. 2 interceptions is not a coincidence. This is a skilled defender, Kate, who woke up prepared to play today, and boy, has he delivered on the field of play with 2 takeaways all by himself.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Shotgun now on 3rd down. That pass caught by Dotson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. They'll run here on first down. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun here. Brought in close to the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Going ground game again here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns push their lead to 18. Right, ready to send this one away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Well, we all know at this point, turnover's the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Caught by Flowers. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Finding Flowers. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. They've got first down from the 31. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we say so long from Baltimore.